All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Go Bandit.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Brady's throw there complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Brady. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Throwing again on second down. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Able to spin free, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Big dash.
On 2nd and a couple, Winston dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ready? Blue lady. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 3. Green, 17. Zoom. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let me go.
On 3rd down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, let's get a good focus. Flare. Tree, 17. Easy. Go. Sonic.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Slam. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
Now Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wait, set. Wait, ready. 55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, go 66. 55. Right there. Right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
No gain on the play.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Blue ready. Check. Easy. Hey, follow. Let's get off the pass. Get off the field. Tight dog. Check 26. Switch it. Wait. Boys, hot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Watch the run. Kill. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Switch. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Wait. Follow. Check 13. Check 52. Watch twist. Let's convert.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
The
leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
At the 19-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, you.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Brady, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 2nd and 16. Brady. Bryant has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That's good for 28 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. Under 10, under 10, 10. 49. Topper.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
55. Check pass. Check pass. Check it.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. Gets past one man, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. And the Buccaneers, 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get ready. Get ready.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Winston now. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Check.
On the ground, Kamara trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Brady, and that's complete to Adams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No, 66.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, he's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Brady now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. From the gun, Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Wait, set, wide, 80.
Check, 55, device. It's been a long day for you. Kill.
Go Bandit.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big run that time by Murray. 47 yards on the ground.
First down, Saints.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll throw with Brady. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the Buccaneers.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Jumping. Safe.
Here's Brady to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Ndamukong Suh able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch the shit. Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Wait.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go, even.
Working out of the gun, Winston.
Left 3.
Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check even.
Check.
Easy.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Peek in.
Wait, where do we go?
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. Now, it would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Operating from the gun. Brady eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Jameis to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard.
Ready?
Brings
Black,
up
59.
second and 11. At the 36
Green,
yard line.
17.
Check nine, check nine.
Easy. Hey.
25, check 25, check 25.
On second and 11 now. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Mike.
Let's go.
Now Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw, Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
White.
59.
To the air again with Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That's good for a Buccaneers.
Easy. 5 on the 50.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let me go.
From the red zone now, Winston. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Winston. He'll find Miller. That's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Easy.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Switch up.
Green, 17.
Mike's 59. That's it.
Let me go.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Check the backer, check the backer.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Wait, that flag 20.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
380 hit. Right to the end.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, and they take a knee.
Wait, that 53.
Check 45 to Mike. Stay with your man.
Alpha.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for New Orleans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.